Hey friends, on today's video, I am going to show you how to set up a Webull account, as well as a couple of tips and tricks so you can get some extra free stocks. Let's do it right now. So as you can see, I'm going to be running through this setup process from my laptop or right here on the Webull web page. Now, this is going to look very similar if you're going through your cell phone. Now, the first thing you need to know is make sure you are using a shared link from somebody. And I'm actually going to be using a shared link from my brother today, so he can get 2 free stocks for recommending me, and I can get 2 free stocks as well. In fact, if this video helps and you don't have another link code, please check out the description box below. That will give you those 2 free stocks. And it'll help me out as well by giving me a couple of free stocks for recommending you. So really quick overview for Webull. So again, you get 0 commissions. That's really great. No minimum deposit. And you get smart tools and smart investing opportunities. And this is really made for everybody instead of some of the heavy brokerage limitations that are out there that kind of prevent everybody from getting involved. So again, really cool opportunity to get involved investing in the stock market. Basically, you can trade with stocks, individual stocks, stock options, ETFs, as well as cryptocurrencies, which is pretty cool. So you can have a couple different account types. You can have an IRA, and this is great for saving for retirement, either a Roth or rollover IRA. If you don't know the difference between those two, we can make another video about that. Just let us know in the comments below, as well as individual brokerage accounts. And this is what we're looking at today. We have our IRAs with another brokerage. And so I'm just interested in trading individual stocks. One of the big things you need to know in advance is that you are going to have to provide a government issued ID card. And this again just is important so they can verify who you are, kind of like opening a bank account or another brokerage account. When you're dealing with money, you just really have to offer an extra layer of security both for you and for the financial institution. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over web pages to the link that I used from my brother so we can get those 2 free stocks. Okay, here's what it should look like when you click on the link down in my description box below. You should get this here. So get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Now again, this is kind of a rotating lottery, so this isn't a direct indication that you're going to get these specific stocks. But again, if you open and fund a brokerage account with $100 or more, you'll have a chance of claiming one of these stock opportunities. And again, you're going to get 2 free stocks, but again, the value may be a little bit lower. So here's a little more information again on those free stocks. You can see that it's going to be valued between $250 and $250, depending on which one you get. And then if you fund your account with $100 or more, you'll get another free stock valued between $8 and $1,600. So pretty cool. Again, free stock for opening, another free stock for initially depositing $100. So with that being said, let's go ahead and click our free stocks and claim those suckers. Now we have an opportunity to use an email sign up or a mobile sign up. I'm actually going to click on the mobile sign up. It just makes it a little bit easier because we'll get a verification code texted to us. So let me type in my number here. Let me type in a password, and then we'll get that code directly to our phone number. Okay, so once I clicked that get code, I had a text message directly to my phone number. I type that in, hit the sign up, and we land here on our homepage. So again, we've got my account, we've got Security Center. Now there's obviously a few things left for us to do in order to get to a trading point where we get free stocks and can purchase things. So as we scroll down, you can see that at this point, we need to officially open an account. So let's go ahead and click on this. And this is where we're going to verify our identity. Now I'm going to be using my driver's license. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to upload the driver's license front and then the driver's license back right here. Now I've already taken pictures of these and uploaded them to my computer, so it makes it really easy to click this button, choose the file, and have it show up. If you're curious on how to do this, what I suggest is taking a picture with your cell phone and emailing it or text it to yourself, anything that you are able to access on your laptop. Okay, next we land on a personal information page, and then this is basically just reiterating what is already on your driver's license, as well as your birthday and social security information. So again, you're giving over a lot of personal information to Webull when you're doing this. Just know that they do have some pretty high security. They are a very reputable company. So this is something you can feel confident in doing, but be aware that they will have some pretty significant information on you. And if there's ever a hack, that information is at risk. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out and we'll go to the next page. Okay, on the previous page, I also had to enter my residence, so my address where I reside. All right, now we are on the employment information page. Again, this is just more information that you're having to get over. So again, understand the risks of what you're giving. So I'm employed. We can put nature of business, and I'm going to go advertising marketing, and employer name, I'm just going to put self-employed. Click continue. Okay, this is just a basic investment profile. Now this helps them recommend products that they have that best suit your needs. So it's going to ask how much investment experience you have. And I have quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put good, maybe not extensive. Overall investment objective. I am way more into growth opportunities, but potentially with Webull, I'm only looking for more shorter term trades, or again, that more speculative trading opportunities with IPOs and those kind of things. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this top one for Webull. As I'm looking at this next option on how long I plan on investing my money, I'm actually looking at short-term investments with Webull, whereas I have more of my long-term IRAs and those kind of things with another brokerage. Next box is asking us just about volatility. If your entire investment portfolio lost 10% of its value this month during a market decline, what would you do? For me, we're just going to keep. We're going to keep all or buy more. In my opinion, that means stocks are on sale. But again, make your own determination based off of what you prefer with your investing portfolio. Okay, we're going back down to financial information. How important is liquidity to you? And this just means how important is it to you to be able to get to your money right away, for you to basically sell off all your account and get that cash in hand. And for me, not really all that important, because I'm not playing around with like emergency fund or that kind of thing. Regulatory information, these are things that they need to ask you to make sure there's no insider trading and that kind of thing going on. So all of these for me are obviously going to be no. Okay, for this last section, we just have a declaration, and basically you just have to declare that you are a U.S. citizen and that in this area over here, that the name and social security number, which I've hidden, is matching exactly who you are. So I agree. Okay, so now we are going to be choosing our account type. And for most people, if they're just getting into investing and they just want to dabble a little bit with money already in hand, we're going to come over here and we're going to click on the cash account. So I only want money that I have available. The margin account is going to be more for advanced investors looking to use almost a credit type system. So again, if you're brand new to investing and just want to start dabbling in things, click on this cash account option. That'd be my recommendation. Trading privileges, yes, I just want stocks and ETFs. I'm not interested in options at this time. Make sure you read some of these disclosures here, and we're going to scroll down a little bit more. You can also apply for crypto trading, and this will just give you options to trade, obviously, coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those kind of things. And so we're going to go ahead and skip this with Webull. We can always come back and apply for it at a later date. Another section for agreements and disclosures. And basically at this point, we just need to read, make sure you've read the terms and conditions, and then we can go ahead and click on here to e-sign. And we're just going to sign our name here and click save. Okay, on the next page, we're just going to verify the email that you want Webull to communicate regularly with you at. And we are now submitted for approval. Now, as you can see, this can take up to 1 to 2 business days. And once the application is approved, you will get an email notifying you. Now, again, this can a lot of times actually be a lot quicker, but realize that if you wanted to get in on some IPO that was coming up, you really do need to give this at least 48 hours just so your account has some time to be approved. I'm going to go ahead and click the complete button, and then we'll jump back in once I receive that confirmation email, and I'll let you know how long it was for me. Okay, we are back. This is actually the next day. It only took roughly 12 hours for me to get the email. I applied the night before, and in the morning when I woke up, I had an email in my inbox saying that I'd been approved. So I went back to my account page here. You can see that I've had my application approved. And the last major step is obviously to deposit some funds for two reasons, both to earn those free stocks as well as enable our account for some trading so we can actually purchase something. So the next step obviously is to scroll down a little bit here and hit the deposit button. Now, as you can see, you need to deposit at least $100 or more to receive a free stock. Now we have our individual account that we are going to be depositing the money into, and then we need to verify our bank account down here through a couple of methods. The first is real-time verification, and this is most likely going to require that we log into our bank account with our credentials. Or as you can see, you can enter your account information and they can do a couple of micro deposits and then you just verify those amounts. I'm going to go ahead and do the real-time verification. So you can see that an ACH is the type of transfer that Webull uses. It's secure, it's private, and it allows a really quick transfer of funds from your bank account straight into your Webull account. And then it'll list a few banks here that you can choose from. These are obviously the most popular and allow you to log in using your credentials. So I'm going to choose the one that I use and I'll enter my password and I'll show you the next screen. Okay, once you have confirmed your bank account information where you want your transfer to come from, you can now enter the amount that you want to deposit into your Webull account. Now, as you can see, the daily maximum is $50,000. I'm going to start with something just real small here. Let's do $300. And that way we can get a little bit of startup capital into our account and just kind of test things out. Okay, and then after a confirmation page with your account information on it, you arrive here. Again, what it's saying is that your deposit request has been submitted and it will be completed within 5 business days. Now, again, this may be completed a lot quicker. Again, I'm hoping it will, as this does take quite a bit of time. I'm guessing that we may even be able to have access to our funds here within a couple of days since I'm using a really reputable financial institution. So again, let's go ahead and stop the video at this point and I'll let you know when those funds are available in my account. Now, one of the other things you can do while you're waiting for your deposit is actually go back to your account tab and then you can set up your trading password. Again, this is just an extra layer of protection to make sure that nobody hacks your account and gets into your assets. So let's go ahead and set up our password. So again, you have to verify your birth month and day. And then it's going to ask you for a trading password. And you can see that it has to be a 6-digit code. So I'm going to go ahead and type this in here. So the other thing that we will need to do is set up security questions. This is just in case any of these passwords are forgotten. So go ahead and use this down arrow. You can pick 3 different questions, answer those questions here, and then click submit. Okay, so once we inputted our trading password, as you can see, we now have a home screen for our account that gives us some of our balances. So again, this was only 15 minutes roughly later that I checked back in and was able to set up that trading password, meaning that the account had connected to my bank account. What you're seeing here is it looks like settled cash, meaning connected to my bank account, which means I have $300 of buying power. Even though I don't have a cash balance at this time, it's recognizing that this money is good. And I can either add more or I can go in and make a few purchases for some individual stocks using this buying power. So some of the other main items that you're going to see on your main Webull account page is going to be a deposit history. And this is if you want to deposit additional deposits. If you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see previous deposits. We've got a withdrawal option that you can withdraw cash from if you trade stocks and have a cash balance. We've got a transfer stocks section, and this is great if you want to transfer individual stocks from another brokerage and just consolidate everything here on Webull. We have a transfer history. As you can see, we have a $300 deposit that I did earlier today. We have our e-documents section, and this is just going to allow us to pull specific years for our tax returns. And then we have our security center. And again, this is great to go through and make sure you have all of these things set up. All right, friends, that is the absolute basics. Again, being here on my computer, what I could do now is go to the trade section. This will open up a new window. And as you can see, you have a really robust interface to look at charts, purchase stocks, trade, all sorts of different things. Now we're going to be making some more tutorials on this, so stay tuned for that. In fact, you may want to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And hey, if this video has helped you, just kind of give you a good overview, use that link in the description box below to set up your own Webull account. It will allow me to get 2 free stocks as well as you to get an additional 2 free stocks for using my link. Friends, I hope this has helped. If it has, hit that thumbs up button, and we will see you again on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.